Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I have for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and doing a little bit of SOS with Girl Turbo here. And I've been trying to put this off mainly because I've been trying to build my Girl Turbo quite some time now. But unfortunately, we have to deal with what we got, and with everything coming out that's soon to be here, next update, this is the best I pretty much can do with her. So when we have at least all of her stats here, we pretty much have the bare minimum, or at least the I want to say the decent bit that you do need for this character. The only downside is we are like 0.1 off in speed for minimum requirement, and then of course our HP is like 200 lower than the actual benchmark HP than we need, so it does kind of suck in those type of deals here. But I've managed to get her to a point where I'm kind of happy with her, and I realized I actually did not do any of the videos really covering her, so why not go ahead and cover her inside of SOS. Now, this character, from the times that I've used her, is still a wee bit confusing to me, though I'm slowly getting it. I'm slowly kind of understanding how she does work here. And to be honest, let's just kind of unlock these, or at least unlock one of each of these here. Mainly just because I want to like actually have those extra stats a little bit and get that last bit of speed that we're missing. But she's a pretty interesting character here. She does help out Joker a lot, and I could definitely see her being used very much so, at least if we're on them later on. So who knows, when maybe we might actually have them in the team lots more later, but until of course that update comes out, I do not know. But this character is actually really good. So we're gonna go ahead and do SOS, and this is gonna be my first time trying it here as well, so I'm gonna be learning along the way of what I really want to go ahead and do with this one here. Now, I do have a couple personas that look pretty okay-ish. As for their skill sets, I've kind of changed them a little bit, but not too heavily. So there are some things that I'm going to be doing that are a little different than normal. But we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to see exactly how we do it here and try our best, I guess. So with Turbo here, we are going to be able to really boost up Joker quite a lot. So surely do keep that in mind. It's going to be fairly interesting to see how this is going to go, especially with the extra turn that she's able to provide us as well. So let's give it a shot. So first things first, we're going to use our skill 1, making sure we're actually getting at least those buffs that we do need here. Then with this in mind, now we need to actually decide. This is where I kind of get a little confused, because I could go ahead and use die for me when it comes down to Alice, or I could try to go ahead and use a buff of a sort here to at least set up our man Joker. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is we're going to try to get the buff set up, because we do need him to deal as much damage as possible. So I think that would be a very good decision here. And then with this next one, we're going to go ahead and buff up again with the crit damage here. Boom. And then we can start setting up for the actual damage here. So we're going to go ahead and use our Doom Pursuit. Get a nice smackdown in there, and lovely damage immediately. That's what we're looking for. Automatically trying to get as much damage in as possible, and look at the freaking damage stack up. So you know what? I'm happy with that. But now we got that stacked here, we have our next turn. Now this turn is where I feel like things can be a little bit interesting here, because I very well could just go ahead and use a highlight here, or I could try to save this or maybe a next round here, but I'm unsure what I want to go ahead and do. So no, we can just go ahead and just pop it, I guess, because popping this at this point in time shouldn't really be the worst of decisions, especially since we automatically got our extra turn anyways. So go ahead and pop it, get some decent damage off. Can we get at least 500k off of this, please? Please, that'd be nice. It was close enough. It was close enough. So we'll take what we can get. We're not going to be too freaking picky with it here, but boom, got the knock, of course, here. And then let's see. Oh, and we get our follow-up attack, so automatically dealing a decent bit of damage. Got a nice kill off of that as well, and this should deal a decent bit of damage to the boss as well. Now for what we're doing, I feel like we are on kind of the right track here, and I think I have everything kind of set up. Where I'm going to get kind of confused is when I start to use Dominion a little bit more, because Dominion is going to be our main go together type character, where or go together type persona, that I feel like a lot more of my decisions are going to be a little bit interesting. But go ahead and pop our early skill 3 off again here, getting as much damage in as possible here. And I think we're already looking pretty decent inside of the damage department. I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of big numbers, plus we do have our follow-up, so who knows. I think we're doing pretty decent for now, so pretty nice. But now I think we should be going to our next turn finally, seeing that we did all of that with our man here. So now at this point in time, I could very well just pop off my mask move. You know what? Let's go ahead and pop it. Make sure we get that extra turn, little buff here. And we're going to use our skill 2 to mainly help out our man's Joker over here as well. So pop skill 2. Boom. Then we're going to pop our skill 3. Get a double buff right here. Boom. And then with this in mind, I think we're pretty much all good to go. At this point in time, I think popping off the highlight might actually help us out too. So let's go ahead and pop this highlight off. Boom. Got the highlight immediately. And then from here on, I think maybe let's just try to stack another buff here. So Kaja, we're gonna get that buff on up, making sure we can actually deal the most damage that we can possibly deal. And then I need to go ahead and pop off skill 2 because this is going to be a long fight. This is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. So use our attack up even more so. And then with this next attack, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use Dim Chaser again because we should have enough of these stacks to actually do us a decent bit of damage here as well. So use Doom Pursuit again. Boom. Hit a decent 800k amounts or in 700k. So I mean, like, we're doing pretty okay on the damage department here. Nothing I really have to really complain about just yet. We now have our second turn, so let's pop that off one more time. Boom. And oh, I think we also get our yeah, we do, we get the all out attack as well. So already we're looking pretty decent for the damage markers, though I feel like 5 mil at this point in time is a wee bit low. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just like over exaggerating or just thinking about it. But with the huge numbers we've been hitting lately, it's kind of hard to see what's the best one. What's the best like markers to really go for with everything here. So let's see what we got. Ooh, took that to the face. That kind of hurt. Let's go ahead and pop off our highlight first. Making sure we get all of course, our damage in as well as our buffs. And then let's immediately use Turbo Warning. Boom, get this up as well. And I think the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do, would I go ahead? I mean, I could use Phoebe now, because using Phoebe now will help me actually prepare for the curse damage side of things. So go ahead and use Phoebe as well. Knock that on up here. And then for the next skill that we're gonna go ahead and use, we're gonna use our Dominion, which is where things get a little weird. I could use Rebellion again, or I could go ahead and go with Cohesion. I think Cohesion is gonna be a little bit helpful. At least we're buffing everybody as well, getting another attack buff for our Jokers. So this might actually be perfect. Let's get that damage bonus up, actually have everything up here. And now, at this point in time, what do I want to do? I think I do have to refresh you as well, because I do have my 200 SP back. So let's go ahead and pop this off. Then we'll use our skill 3 once again with Joker to see if we can actually get as much damage off as possible. Oh, I got the follow-up kill. I will actually gladly take that. I did not expect to get that right there, so we'll definitely take that. Extra damage all the way around. We love those. And then let's go ahead and use Doom Pursue. Getting us some nice old damage as well as some freaking good what's it called, follow-up damage here with this, because I think we should get another follow-up attack from right. Let's see. Oh yes, okay, we got our extra turn, of course, meaning we're gonna get our actual next one too. So let's go ahead and use Doom Pursue once again. I accidentally clicked off the main target, but I think we're still good for the most part. Boom, boom. Oh, I did know. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine in terms of damage here. Right now we're making pretty decent progress, I gotta say. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and use this. Use this on up here. And the only thing that I do think is going to be, we're still not done yet, because we do have 4 whole turns, so we technically can make this work. We have, with the amount of turns that we do have, we can still make this work to potential. And oh god, wow, okay, I did not know you had that. That's kind of scary, don't you think? So let's not do that again, because that actually kind of hurt. So you know what, yeah, let's go into our turbo mode here. using maybe skill 3 will probably be good enough. Skill 3, skill 2. Let's use skill 2. Skill 2 or skill 3? I'm still trying to wonder because I could go ahead and just refresh our skill 2 because I think we do need to refresh it at this point in time. So let's just go for it. Let's go for our skill 2. Get the refresh off, then pop off our skill 3 because we do get our extra turn. I gotta stop forgetting that as well. We get our extra turn immediately. And at this point in time, I could very well just go ahead and pop this so we can get our extra turn with, of course, our Joker, getting off more of that extra damage as well. So, ooh, 700k off that. So that's actually looking really, really nice. And 1.3 mil, pretty decent as well. So let's see. Where do I want to go with this? Where do I want to go with this? Because we've already hit him a couple times. The only downside, actually, no, I think we're still good. I think we're still looking pretty decent. So at this point in time, let's go ahead and probably prep Alice, most likely. Well, unless I want to say, I might want to save this actually for the last round. Yeah, let's save this for the last round. Get Rebellion back on. Boom. Get this on back up here. And then from here, go ahead and use our skill 2. And then let's pop off our... Yeah, I need to buff only my man Joker here, at least this time. Also, his HP is looking a little down, so we do kind of need to get that up and get our lifesteal back, because that is something that genuinely kind of scares me, because if we end up dying here, I will actually start tweaking. So let's go ahead and use this, get some decent damage up here. We're looking pretty decent. I want to say, I'm only saying decent because I don't know. I feel like the score is all right, but I definitely feel like it should be a little higher. So let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can get that back up immediately, get skill 2 off, boom, our skill 3 off, and then also get our follow-up finally. So let's go. That we'll take that easily. Boom, follow up immediately. Then I think we get our all-out attack as well. Boom. Let's go. Okay. So looking pretty good. And I think the rotation is pretty much set in stone at this point. So I'm just going to continue repeating. And I think we should have the amount that we're looking for. So first things first, I want to try my hardest to most likely go ahead and just use our skill 1 here. That buff at least reapplied again. Oh, we ain't kill everyone though. That's bad. I don't like that. Go ahead and do our highlight. Not too happy with that. That definitely, that caught me off guard there, because I expected to at least be able to kill there. So little bits of a problem. We can use our skill 3, or at least our Terakaja here. We do need to get prepared for Joker's hit, so let's go ahead and use Unparallel. We go ahead and pop this on off. I think we should be good for our skill 3 once again. Getting Joker on buffed up, which we do. Oh wait, I keep forgetting we get our freaking refresh no matter what, because they were too low in HP. So that's unfortunate for them. They still ended up dying on this one. Let's go ahead and use our Doom Pursue. Boom. That's decent damage as well too, so we'll take it. Jeez. Okay, now we're getting to the numbers that it just looks appropriate now, right? Okay, so now we're nearing to the 20 mil state, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident. At first I was not, so we'll take what we can get. So let's go ahead and use our skill 2 again, or at least our skill 3 again, and this should give us our all-out attack as well. So already looking really nice. I'm really liking this as well. Oh wait, we're almost about to hit 20 million. So actually, this is way better than I expected. Go ahead and pop off this. And that gives us how much damage here? almost 21 mil, so not bad. We only have one more turn to turn this around, so as long as we keep everyone alive, which I'm pretty sure we'll be fine in that regard, we should be all good. So let's go ahead and go back into our turbo mode. Boom. This will give us our extra turns that we do need. Use our skill 2, pop once again our skill 3, and let's get this off here. Boom. Now with this in mind, I think we've pretty much done everything that we need to do. So let's use Dominion, make sure we have cohesion on for everybody because we already have everything else on. Use our skill 2 here. Boom. And then at this point in time, I think we're just all good for it. So let's utilize, want to really save that highlight, at least for the last performance here. So let's go ahead and use our skill 3. Boom. Boom. It stacks up to 4, so we're already looking good. So now we have everything that we do need here. We have our extra turn. So what I could possibly do here now is we can go ahead and get our buff here. Parallel drink once again. And then I'm going to pop the ult. Boom. Which, if I'm right, can we get a knockdown, please? Knockdown would be great. Maybe? Okay, no knockdown. All right, that does suck, but let's go ahead and use Doom Pursuit once again. Boom. And this one gave us our knockdown as well. So I think we're gonna come out to maybe 26 mil is what I'm thinking. 26. I don't think the follow-up is actually gonna be enough for that. So let's see how much we actually get off of this as well. Maybe 26, 27 is why I'm seeing where this is gonna be here. So let's see how much we got. Oh yeah, it's only gonna be 26. Just shy of 27 mil. We were close on it, but not bad. 26 for the first one. I say that's pretty darn good, especially on the first side here. We're gonna have another video going over side 2 very soon, so look forward to that. But I won't lie, I think that was a pretty decent video. I want to say that was a pretty decent video. We didn't have any real hiccups happen. I think I did mess up where I didn't use Phoebe a little earlier, but for now that's pretty decent. Like 172 just off of one side, I say that's pretty darn decent. So you guys let me know what you're doing in the comments as well. Tell me how your scores are going, how's everything doing so far. But 27 million. Now granted, we do see these monsters here, right? See, that's an extra digit. So there's monsters like these around, but we did pretty decent, I would like to say, or at least our first score there. So, you know, not too bad, not too bad. But till next time, everybody, thank you for watching. Peace out.